Since the beginning of this year, I have been making a game every month. On the first month I made the story-based game. On the second month I made a game where you judge people's scenes. And this month...
I don't know.
Well, my brain kinda stopped working for a few days. I had a creative block, so I spent some days thinking what I could do. And that was when I remembered something that I wanted to make for so long. A desktop pet. Recently, desktop pets have gotten quite popular on YouTube and on the gaming community, cause it just sits on your desktop, but well, I wanted to make something more besides a simple desktop pet, so that's when I got the idea of a desktop idle game, where the original concept would be you buy pets, pets generate money, you buy more pets, and that is the game loop. More like a Tycoon, I guess. After developing the game loop and concept, I just stopped in Godot, and this is when this game develop journey starts. After developing the idea, I opened Godot and started messing around with the settings, trying to make an invisible window. And it was tough, so after a few hours I got some kind of prototype working. Oh my days, it crashed again. Well, barely working, I guess. So it is working now, but it only renders one thing at a time. So I don't know. So after this sequence of failures, I went to sleep, finishing the day. I woke up energized to trying to fix this issue, so I started researching a bit, and after a few attempts, I found out that my only solution would be using C#. Well, it wouldn't be an issue since I know C# as well, but it was kind of annoying since the Godot version I have is the Steam one, which has no support to C#, so I had to download Godot from the website so I could use a mix of C# and GDScript and also create a new project. But before that, I decided to shift my attention to make the sprites, which I spent the remaining of the day doing. I started to develop the game Invisible Window again, but luckily, before that I found a project that implemented it and gave a prototype of how to make an invisible window. So I downloaded it and started messing around, so I could understand how it worked and what I should do. And I just spent a day messing around with it to figure out how it worked. On the 7th day, I once again went back to a sprite, this time to make some UI buttons, and later that day I placed it in game and coded basic logic for it to appear and disappear. And that's it for this day. It took more time than it looks. This day I improved the UI, making an animation with a twin, and also made some new sprites for other buttons icons, and also placed them in game. I just finished the sprites and animations for the slime, also added some color to it since I just did the outline first. So our pets, aka slimes, were done in the end of this day. So a small warning, my recording software is cutting the taskbar, which is where the slimes are walking, so you will just see sliced slimes for the whole video, so sorry for that. I just noticed that once I was editing everything, so there's nothing much I could do. Anyways, this day I made a simple logic for the slime states and placed them in game, but well, the state machine is still kinda broken for now, since making an intermediate AI is not something I have learned so far, but well, this is the result of my first test. This day I fixed the state machine so they don't keep jumping non-stop and have some type of decision making. Also made the system to render different colors for different slimes. But well, this system will probably be remade in the near future, since I wasn't that happy with the final result. Also, it wasn't easy to preview the final result of the slime with each color. So, you know what I said yesterday? Yeah, so I made the system making it so you just change the self-modulate in each part. With this it would be easier to save and load its colors. Also, I was kinda tired from university that day, so I just kept testing what I had while I was playing Pokemon TCG. Please, I need help, I am addicted. As you may have noticed, on the previous videos my slimes or pets they only turned around when they hit the wall, so I just improved the state machine and AI, so they would turn around, stop moving and jump, kind of randomly, with a decision making system. Friday, day of sleeping late and working, so good. So I just started making every slime in the game. It wasn't fun because it was really monotonous, but well, as you can see, the workflow wasn't that bad too, so I just spent the remaining time of the day doing that. Today I made a shop prototype, just to test mainly the scroll, since it was my first time using it. Also after that I spent some time making an icon, using my drawing capabilities once again. I'm kind of proud how it turned out, since I come from a tech background and not an art one. So tell me what you think on the comments. So I made the slimes be dynamically rendered on the shop, but well, I spent a whole day with an issue that the price and the amount of slimes coins that they generate isn't showing on the slimes at all. It's just showing the default value. That is weird. Also, there was a bug that was rendering the slimes on a weird order, so I just spent a whole day trying to fix both these bugs, and after a lot of time I finally fixed almost all the bugs related to it. I was kind of overwhelmed with the bugs that have been popping up, so I shift my attention to UI once again. So I opened in Sprite once again, where I started making the shop UI and buttons, so I could finally remove the prototype bad UI. And that was about it today. I applied the new UI to the game, and as you can see, everything is looking way better now with the new made UI. I didn't have much time to work on the game today, so that's just it for the 18th day. I started working on the buying system and well, it turned out really well at the first try. That is a rarity, so it was smooth and unstressed day. I added the hide and unhide button if you don't want to be distracted by your pets but still get coins to buy some more. The button is on the top right, top left. And that's it for today. So today was just bug fixing day, since I wanted to start exporting and finishing the project by tomorrow. Once I had some school projects to finish and exams to study until the end of this month. So I exported the project, and when I went to test it, well, I was bombarded with errors. So I just went inside the project once again and spent the whole night trying to fix the bugs. However, once I fixed one, two more appeared. It was like a hydra, so I spent a lot of time trying to figure out why those errors were happening, and well, It was mostly because of the way God obtained those files before being exported and after being exported. So that was it. I finally was able to export a working build. Also, didn't find more errors while bug testing. As you can see, I exported about 11 times during testing. It was more than the heads of Hydra. I spent the next few days kind of procrastinating and just working on school projects and studying, and that's when I remembered I still had to upload the project to itch.io. So that's when I ran to the website and just uploaded it. I didn't test it though, so I hope is everything working, please? First of all, I want to say that the itch.io page will be on the description, so you can test the game. Anyways, now talking about the game, this was a pretty cool project. I could mostly understand how the invisible screen works, improve my knowledge of state machines and AI. Also, get more insights of UI and art, and of course understand how to implement GDScript and C# at the same time in the same project. This game also made me understand some stuff, like how should stuff be designed, since some friends also made some recommendations to this project after I was finished, things that I will probably add if I keep working on this game. I hope you liked the game and the video. Please comment your opinion for the algorithm, like the video and subscribe. Also, if you want to see how I made a game in a month, in January and February, check both these videos on the screen. Thank you. See you next month.